It is irrevocably 100% true that an American who had done work in England called Thomas Townsend Brown was the actual project director for the two types of saucers that were being built at AVRO that had nothing to do with the VZ9 aircar, other than that they were Brown disc-shaped. One of them was the Mythe Beluso saucer, which was at least as big around as the interior of this house.
That would be what, 30 foot?
Oh, 60 feet. It would be a lot bigger than this. It filled up the whole bay. But that wasn't the big project. The real
that was brought over from Germany?
No, they built a new one from Germany. They got Mythe. Mythe was a fuels wizard. And he had come up with the chemical fuel process that they used in perhaps you've seen photos of the Nazi bell-shaped saucer?
Yes.
The chemical fuel in there, I remember Jan commenting to me that you could always tell the Germans that were there because they put an awful lot of hydrogen peroxide in the fuel. Now, I don't know about fuel mixes, but Jan certainly did. And the next one after the solid fuels project, which had been sold and was a done deal, was this zero fuel engine project. And the very name, zero fuel engine, they told me, and later on I saw from the men at AVRO, because the AVRO contingent would come and there'd be the military component, and there would be the PhD engineers, aero engineers, and physicists, and so on. And the Exxon for some reason was there. The Exxon engineers were at AVRO. They were living out there. They didn't come and go from Houston. They came and stayed for years. They watched all of this meticulously.
The zero fuel project, was that headed towards a flying craft originally, or?
They had the Silverbug craft was the T. Townsend Brown design. The electrodynamics were imported by T. Townsend Brown, and this other fellow that he had with him, whose name escapes me. He was working with Dr. Bert England and Ian Tawes, who had several master's degrees, and they used to say knew everything that there was to know about steam. He was from Scotland. Bert England was blue-eyed, 6'3", thin, very, very studious. These men they organized themselves as to who's the leader. It was easy to see straight away that Bert England was the intellectual. Bert and Ian Thomas were the intellectual leaders.